Hey, welcome everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in insane markets. And remember, fellas, if you like what you see, please hit that like button, subscribe. If you haven't already, share my videos far and wide. We're gonna want to build a big trading community here. And we're going to be starting off with good old dollar yen. All eyes are on the Fed today, but we're technicians. We don't really pay attention too much to fundamentals. I really think that's priced into the marketplace anyway. So dollar yen right now sitting around 149.93 near the high of 150, the figure. Right now, as it stands, dollar yen needs to hold 149.46 in order to continue showing strength. If we could get through this 150, say 10 level, most likely we're going to move up to the 150.35 level, where we could probably find a little bit more of a consolidation point. So like 150.35, pulling us back down to like maybe 149.80, and we're looking to eventually attack that 150.88 if, and it's a big if, that 149.46 level holds. Now, if Powell comes out and basically says something to the effect of, well, all future rate cuts are off, blah blah, make some crazy statement, it's going to send the currency market into a turmoil. Because really right now what the currency market is not so much focused in on the rates, they're focused in on the indexes, the stock indexes. They've recovered a little bit. They're starting to show a little bit of a lively bounce, yet a brittle rally. It's not really an intense rally, it's a fragile rally. So market's really still up in the air about that. But short term, 149.45, 149.50 has to hold in order to show strength. If that level breaks, I'd be looking probably to sell it with a tight stop on it, looking for us to get back to the 148.90 level. Now, if that level goes, well, something's up, and most likely we'll be trading back down to this low bar's close on the 1 hour, 148.45. But that's just my look in my lens into the marketplace. Let's go over to good old sterling dollar. This is an interesting one. I mean, we've been talking about this 130 level for I don't know how long, but it's just holding. We said it doesn't have really much muzzle velocity. It doesn't. Cable itself, let's go down to a 1 hour chart. If we move down to a 1 hour chart in sterling, cable itself, it's been trading in between, like, say, 128.20 longer term and 130 the figure. There is a lot of sellers above 130, kind of capping sterling itself. However, the thing that about sterling itself, let me just change my watch list here on the side. I got crypto up. I'm watching crypto market. Sterling itself isn't really the shaker and a mover for the cross. It's all dollar yen, and it's been dollar yen for months. So people that are trading cable, you get these spouts of like a little bit of movement, and then the marketplace kind of calms down, and it basically stays within the range. I got my boys constantly hitting me up on Telegram right now talking about my analysis on Bitcoin. But anyway, yeah, that's another thing you guys can do. You can go over to X. You can follow me on X, and also follow Merlin the Trader on X. MERLIJN, the Trader on X. They got some really good young technicians over there that I work with, and I give them some insights to the old world of technical analysis, and they show me their new stuff. I'm just a price action guy, So anyway, so sterling dollar right now, it needs to hold. I'm going to say that it's that 129.20 level. That level 129.20 is the all important level for us today, right there. We've been tracking in between these 2 points. And sorry about that. That keeps constantly ringing. But 129.20. Now, if we break 129.20, most likely we're going to head down to, I would think, not quite as low as 128.20, but I would think like 128.5, 128.50. So let me get a ray and put that ray there, 128.50. Right there. I think that's, where we could basically see a little bit of short-term support come in. Now, if that goes, then we're looking at that 128.20 all-important support level. Let's move on over to good old sterling yen. Sterling yen. Where is my sterling yen? How come it's not here? Here we go. Oh. Okay. really interesting, this cross. And my protective stops keep getting hit in this thing. You know, I keep getting greedy thinking that we're going to run to like 195.5. Hasn't happened yet. But as it stands right now, we had a little bit of a flush out, bringing sterling in down to 193.25 last evening in the last session. Now we recovered a little bit. There's still resistance at 195. There's still resistance at 195 the figure right now. That's the all important point that we got to get over. 195, say 02. That's close enough for me. 195 the figure. As it stands right now, it needs to hold 194. Needs to hold 194. If we don't hold 194, we're going to track back down, in my opinion. We're going to track back down towards probably this low bar's close, 193.60, and potentially even go back down to the low 193.22. Now, that is the all-important point right now in good old sterling yen. So I'll make that a dashed line. Let's make it red so we can actually call it out right there. That is the important point to hold for the day. If we break that, we're going to drift lower. If we get above 195, well, we're looking at an upper level at 195.80 in the short run, 195.80. So I'll put that level up as well. This one's not, that's a weekly level, so 195.80. Well, we begin striking distance of a weekly level there. Pretty interesting. 195.77 right there. That's probably where it will meet resistance again. So the support point right now is 194 the figure. If you get any type of dip down to that, would be a bad place to buy with a tight stop loss, in my opinion, to get above that 195. It's all eyes are going to be on dollar yen. Dollar yen is starting to breach 150 right now, so could add a little bit of fuel to good old sterling yen. Let's go on over to euro yen. Man, my charts are all screwed up, man. All right, euro yen. Also had the same exact flush out that we had in sterling yen last night, so that's history. So don't like that happened. Technically, it should have held, you know, an 80-point drop is cool, but, you know, a full 200-point drop from the high of 164, not so cool. So as we stand right now, there's definitely short-term resistance at 164, the figure, and the main resistance short-term's 164.30, right? So 163.35. I'm going to go 163.35 has to hold. 163.35. That's close. 163.28. I'll take that. 163.28 has to hold in order for it to try to get some upward momentum to get through this 163.92. There's going to meet a lot of resistance up here in the short term. There's going to be resistance all here. So it's good. The euro dollar is in a bit of trouble. I mean, it's basically doing the same thing cable's doing. I mean, there's just a lot of, there's not any really muzzle velocity to continue the rally. It's all dollar yen. So dollar yen is the key. So I do believe that I'm going to move this up to my proper price because I don't want to come back on the chart and go, wait a second, you know. I'm going to say 35. Where's the coordinates of this thing? Not a brush. What do I want? A brush. I want this thing right here. My right. Come on. 162. Hang on. Here it right here. 162.35. Right there. That's the proper point. Let's get rid of that one. And there it is. And that's the update for the day. If I can get rid of this one, I'd look like a professional. Okay, 163.35 has to hold. Breaks that, we're going to be tracking a little bit lower. There's, again, it's all dollar yen, so pay attention to dollar yen. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Follow us on X. Don't forget also, go on over to visit Merlin the Trader on X. If you're into that Bitcoin stuff and crypto and all that other stuff, I do some analysis there for them. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And remember, always enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.